Welcome to the Amelia Schoolhouse Inn in Amelia Island, Florida.
Okay, so today I'm taking you to Amelia Island, and this is
In Florida,
Amelia Island, Florida, and this is this Amelia Schoolhouse, which is kind of interesting. So they've taken a schoolhouse and turned it into an inn.
the Amelia Schoolhouse Inn. So it's super cool. We've got these really high ceilings here.
And Lisa loves high ceilings.
I
We all
love,
know that right now.
I love high ceilings. They've got these old floors. I don't know if they're original. They're very thin floors, and actually they're uneven too, by the way. So you can see how thin this
the
one
original
is.
schoolhouse
So yeah, it
floors.
looks like the original schoolhouse floors because they're not even widths, which is interesting. And then, so here we're in room, so you know we're staying in room 16, and this is on the second floor. So we're on the second floor here. And come on over here. Cool old doors they did.
So here's some things that I noticed that was really cool. I like the refrigerator. So it's like an old school kind of refrigerator thing going on, which I think is really
Yeah, this is a huge room. So obviously the ceilings, these are what, like 16-foot ceilings, I would say, probably?
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Big king size bed. They did kind of the old pine, that kind of looks like the old desks next to the beds, which are really cool. Some of the beadboard in here is a very nice detail. I like the old looking clock. They have a huge TV here, and actually a little sitting area, which is very nice. So you can just relax and
Well, it just kind of shows how big the room is.
Yeah.
So the seating area with a coffee table, little bottle of wine, which costs extra, but still,
Yeah.
it's a little bottle of wine that's there, so that's kind of cool.
And then there's quite a big bathroom, so.
Yeah, let's check out the bathroom.
Obviously, this place has been done recently. I think it's probably only about 3 or 4 years old. Subway tile, very clean, old school flooring, which I really enjoy.
A real bathtub, that's a cast iron.
Yeah, real bathtub they put in here.
So they did it right.
Attention to detail, it's a very cute place. Like super clean, spotless, very big. And we'll show you the bar downstairs is hopping. They call it the principal's office, which I think is really cute. So the principal's office is full right now.
So everybody got sent to the principal's
Everybody got
office
sent
today.
to the principal's office, and it's, we're going to show you that in a second. So we're also going to show you around Amelia Island because we just arrived. So a couple of things I wanted to show you that I really like about the room now that we've been here 2 seconds. First of all, it's got a full-length mirror here. I love a place that has a full-length mirror because you always want to know what you look like, and I don't look the best right now, but I'm going to go change for dinner in a minute. We've just been traveling all day. And then I thought this was adorable. They have a schoolhouse Kleenex thing. So look at how cute that is. That's right. So that is just a really cute. And I like the old-fashioned lights, but I just thought that was a really cute touch. And 2 more things over here that I didn't mention that we should talk about. One is there are these great bathrooms here.
Yeah, those
So
are very nice.
this is really wonderful. And then the next thing is I didn't mention is that they've got this little sitting area, but they've got this huge TV. I mean, it's like as big as I am almost. So
It looks like it
that's-
pivots too, so you
yeah,
can
and
sit
it
on the
pivots so you
couch.
can sit on the couch, watch the thing, and watch some sports because that's one of my favorite things.
Right, and then some technical things. Each of the rooms are, since this is an old schoolhouse building, so each of the rooms are set up with their own split system, so everybody gets their own temperature kind of a thing
Yeah,
going on.
and it's you know, sometimes you get in these old buildings, they don't smell so well, and they're
Doesn't
you
have
know,
that going
it
on
doesn't
at
have
all.
any of that going on. So.
And this is obviously a really old building.
And now when we come to places, what we usually do is we kind of point out the things we aren't so hip on and aren't so cool,
You have
you know,
some
that we
music?
don't like. But that's my point. I actually have,
I haven't seen anything yet.
I haven't seen anything here that I'm like, oh, if this was, it'd be better. So far, actually, it's perfect.
Yeah. You know what else is giving it kind of the schoolhouse touch though?
What?
There's a couple other things I've noticed is the clock
Yeah.
is
I
kind
like
of a
that.
schoolhouse touch.
Yeah, like when you were, like, for us old people, we were in school, we all had these clocks in our school rooms.
Oh yeah, I don't know what schools are like now,
Yeah,
but
probably
that's
not.
what it
We
used
all
to
had
be.
some clocks kind of
Right,
like
and
that.
then here's something that's kind of cool too, is a globe.
Yeah, a globe.
So I thought that was kind of
Wait,
cool.
and over there they got the map.
Oh, right.
And
yeah.
even here, I don't know if you noticed, but here they've got, this is ABCs,
Oh, the ABCs.
and it's on old books, and it's on old books, right? So it's really a nice little attention to detail. So
Yeah.
I can't find anything in here that is, so you know, we'll usually be like the good, the bad, the ugly. Well, right now
So
we got
the
the
good,
good.
the good, and the good.
The good, the good, and the good. So
That's it.
I would definitely recommend coming here. This is great. And we're going to show you the downtown is all nearby and walkable. It's a great little area to spend a couple of nights.
Yeah, we're so excited to go check that out too. It's a little cold today, but it's not always going to be cold here. We're in Florida.
Right.
It's just an unusual cool day, but
Yeah.
we're going to go check out the downtown area anyway. Okay, awesome. Okay, so here's one other thing that's kind of cool.
Our room's on the second floor.
Right, rooms on the second floor. So instead of putting the coffee maker inside each one of the rooms, they just put it like a community kind of a thing outside the room with a Keurig, which is nice. A microwave, and that way it's not in your room. You come out here, you get a cup of coffee, which I think is not a bad idea.
And tomorrow morning, starting at 7:15, they do a continental breakfast, so we'll show you that.
Okay, so this is the principal's office at the Amelia Schoolhouse Inn, and every day they have, and it's open to the public by the way, and every day they have a special which is $9 here. Today it's a cherry splash, and then happy hours from 4 till 6. Okay, Miss Lisa, I heard you have to go to the principal's office. You're being called to the principal's office.
I don't want to go.
Oh, well, you gotta go.
I don't want to go.
Well, you're gonna have to go.
Don't make me go to the principal's office.
You're gonna have to go to the principal's office. All right, let's go. Okay, so to the principal's office. That's the principal's office.
All right.
Let's go. I'm sad. Okay, that's kind of funny.
Look at this.
And a paddle. Big taxi.
Yes.
How'd you do that? I had to do something. Oh, what you doing? Thank you.
Stop bothering me. Very busy.
Principal's office menu.
I'll do a cherry splash. You do whatever you want.
No. No, I might just get a what? Oh, right. I guess I should have read them first.
You want a couple more minutes?
Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna go real fast.
Which one do you recommend? Do you like bourbons? And you like
Classic. If you like bourbon, classic.
Classic. All the classic.
Ask the expert.
Oh yeah.
This is fill our drinks. Lisa got cherry Slush. Strawberry slush. And that's one of the specials. And mine is classic. Cheers.
Hi, so it's history time at the Amelia Schoolhouse Inn.
And history is Lisa's favorite thing. We all know that by now.
My favorite subject. Maybe besides, well, whatever. That's another story. So I wanted to give you a little bit of history. So this building was the original schoolhouse on the island, and it was built in 1860. So I wanted to give you a little history on this building. It was built in 1886 as the first schoolhouse on the island. And it was used all the way up until the 1930s when they had so many children on the island, they had to build a bigger school. So this is called Schoolhouse Number 1. And in 2017, when the current owners took it over, they gutted the entire place, actually even removed the windows, gutted the interior, and the only thing they left was a staircase, the original staircase here. So that's why everything feels so clean and fresh in here. Then they fixed all the bricks point by point. They took the windows out, actually had them redone and brought them back and put in. So between the 1930s and 2017, it served as a bunch of different places, including like a library and some offices, but I'm so glad they turned it into this little inn because the location's great. It's a cool part of history to come stay in. So this is a real class from the schoolhouse, 1924. These are the teachers and the kids that were going to school here.
So they have a nice little pool area. Right now it's wintertime, so it's got a little bit of leaves in it, but I'm sure they maintain it quite well in the summertime when it's more usable. Right now, it's only 56 degrees, so nobody's going to use the pool anyways. But otherwise, it's a really beautiful little pool area.
Yeah. So there's two things I like about the schoolhouse we just stayed at, and one is the free parking. I love it when places have free parking. So they've got free parking, they've got free breakfast, and the other thing I love about it is free bikes. So they have bikes here that you can use anytime you want to. It's all free as part of their deal for staying at the schoolhouse. And with this being such a friendly, pedestrian, historic district, what a great way to ride around and look at the different houses. And with Amelia Island being such a cool, historic place, it's a great way to see all the old houses and structures and the architecture, the old historic district, just by riding around on a bike.
So here we are, we're at Amelia Island, and we're staying at the Fairbanks B&B. Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. I got it right. And this is our room, which is the captain's room. We're gonna go check it out.
Okay.
Okay, so Lisa's favorite, high ceilings. First thing I noticed right out of the hat.
Yep, high ceilings, great old windows. You can tell, you know how you can tell they're old?
Because they're wavy.
So
yes.
when you look out and things don't look perfectly square, it's because they're actually, the glass was leaded, right?
That's right, and here's another fun fact.
Yeah.
Just so you, which is kind of cool because old glass is actually not solid, it's liquid, and it actually is running over years and years and years. It'll typically be thicker at the bottom than it is at the top because
And
it's
that's why
actually
it
running.
makes it weighty. So, king size bed, 4-poster bed, which is really cool. Oh, actually very comfortable bed, by the way. Oh, super comfortable
Is
bed.
it? Oh, nice.
Yeah. And decorated for the time period, which I actually enjoy. You know, if I come to an old place, I want it to be decorated in according to the time period. The floors here actually seem all like they're original, by the way, which is
These
super cool.
would have to definitely be original.
And this fireplace is amazing. So back in the day, of course, this is the only way they had to heat the house. And, you know, like Paul was saying earlier, that it was all the way down in the 40s last night. So, you know, if you lived here, you would want this to heat your house up.
We would definitely need heat.
They're saying that they know that this is the captain's room because it was actually a cedar-lined closet. So that is one of the ways that they're verifying that this was actually the captain's room. And at the time, it actually had an adjoining door with the bedroom next door, which I think probably would have been maybe here, into the bedroom next door. And my guess that was his wife's room, because back in the day, they had not only his and her bedrooms.
All right.
So that would have been his wife's room, and this would have been his room, which is super cool. Let's go check out the back. Okay.
Claws, foot
Original
tub.
doors, hard doors, not fake doors. Yes. So when you come in here, there's actually a clawfoot bathtub, which again I love because it's part of the period piece. Also like the metal hanging curtain that goes with it. Pedestal sink, and you have an ensuite in an old house, which I'm sure they added at some point later.
Oh, right. Well, it's very beautiful.
Yeah. That's great. So far, loving the
B&B.
place. Very elegant. One of the most distinguished houses, I would say, absolutely on Amelia Island.
All right. It looks amazing from the outside.
That does. Okay, let's check out more. Do you want to show us it?
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the little kitchen area.
Wow, this is great.
And you said there's 2 units that are kitchen area like this?
No, this one has it and that other one doesn't.
So 2 has.
Same kind of setup. It's got a partial kitchen,
Okay.
separate, with a living room space, with separate bedroom space. And
I just love this room. So
I
it was,
think the colors. I like the colors.
yeah. And yes, I agree. I like the colors. Very
So nice little living
We're
room
trying
area.
to change some things, and
Yeah.
different colors go with different things. I mean, I'm sure eventually, we'll phase out some curtains and put some different ones up. And,
Yeah.
as time goes on, you have to.
Always a process.
Freshen. Yeah, freshen
Yeah.
up.
You gotta do it.
Okay, so the bedroom
Well, I don't know
area.
who put this
The
together,
king
but I
size
love
bed.
that.
I'm thinking,
Poster bed.
I think that eventually he does the same thing as he's done in the others, where we actually put the little fireplaces in there.
Yeah.
And then in here
Yeah.
is the walk-in
Yeah.
closet. So
So
isn't that nice?
You're surprised just historically on how small these are, because you couldn't put a big fire in there.
That's all you had.
Well, I figured they had servants too that would keep it stoked all the
yeah.
time, kind of a thing,
Yes,
because
we
they're wealthy families, right? So
I said-
your butler would be the.
I said, how cute would it be if, everybody was in the black and the white aprons and stuff running around here? Oh my God, it'd be adorable.
Tammy's like,
Yeah.
no, don't say.
Yeah, don't.
So the Fairbanks Inn comes with bicycles that you can use. all complimentary. Use them anytime you like. The beach is kind of a bike ride away because it'd be a long walk there, but a bike ride wouldn't be so bad. So it's nice that they have bikes and you can get around town. So it's really cool of them.
And what are these cottages?
So, oh yeah, the cottages are all part of the inn or the B&B, but these are the old servants' quarters, what they used to be. And now, I don't know what they use them for now.
No, you can stay in some of them.
Oh, you can? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Nice.
All 3 of these, I think, right? Wow. So this is quite a large property.
Yeah.
So one of the cool things to do when you're on when you come to a new area, what we do all the time, actually, I don't know, and I would say it would be a good tip to always take a tour of wherever you are first when you first get to a place, and then you kind of know your way around.
Yeah.
As you're tooling around.
You know what you're looking at.
And you know what you're looking at, yep.
So Amelia Island is a small barrier island on the east coast of Florida. It's right at the Georgia border, and it has, like you'd almost think it was in Georgia because Florida kind of goes up to capture Amelia for some reason. So it's included in it. It must have been negotiated as part of the treaty with Spain originally. Mm. But anyway, the island is like 2 miles wide at its widest point by 13 miles long. So it's pretty small island, initially inhabited by the Indians until the Spanish came here first, and then the French showed up right behind them. So the island has been flying up to flew 8 different flags. So there's been 8 people who have claimed Amelia Island as their own. And an interesting
Which would be the French, the Spanish, the English, the Mexican, not renegades,
the Patriots.
The Patriots.
The Scottish, Scotland claimed it.
Right. And then there was one period where
the Confederates.
The Confederates. But the Mexican something was in there, and I don't remember what it was called. The Mexican. Anyway, there was this very small period in there. That was kind of interesting.
Okay. So, but there wasn't a lot of real battles that were fought here. Kind of like people claimed the island and then sort of gave it up when they heard the next guys were coming in. So there really wasn't too many battles, and the island was taken over one time by like 300 soldiers. So I mean, it's not like there were a lot of people here fighting, which was kind of interesting.
Right.
But it gave a real mix of people here. As different people took it over, people stayed, they didn't leave. So it became a real melting pot. And it also became a place for when the Civil War began and was going on, for freed slaves to come and get schooling and live on the island. They were welcome. So it's got a very cool history. And in actual fact, they're claiming that this is the actual oldest town in the United States.
Right. Of which we thought it was
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine, but that was the oldest.
St. Augustine claims to be the longest continuing occupied city. So they're saying that we were here. St. Augustine's like somebody's lived here the longest. But in Amelia Island, actually, people came here, then they abandoned the island, and then they came back. So it was actually the French.
You're right.
Surprisingly, which I had no idea.
French were first.
Probably had in like 1561, I think it was about 3,000 people living on this island. And that's a huge settlement for back then. That is a very large settlement.
Oh, yeah.
So they had that many people living on the island. And therefore claim that this is actually the first settlement in the United States, which is interesting.
Very interesting. A lot of history on this side of the United States.
Yeah.
Of course, makes sense because of where they all landed, but there's so much history over here. It's very fascinating. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we've learned about Amelia Island. And then they became, because it was, you know, this East Coast, southern part, like with St. Simon Islands and Jekyll Island and this island, all the money from the New York area would come down here for their winter. So this became a place, one of the places that they came for their winter. So there were railroads here very early. And so the shrimping industry and the lumber industry were all, and indigo at the time, they had big indigo farms on this island, was a big part of it. So it's always been now it's a tourist place, and it's very quaint. It's very, there's more to see here than I thought there would be, actually. And we filled up 3 days pretty easily. We've still got one more place to go, so we're going to go do that in a little bit here, but that's it.
People are nice, but it's only for the tips. The weather's fine, but it's nothing I would miss. My only friends are the ones I left behind. Wish I could see them just for a moment, 'cause I don't know anybody here, it's awfully lonely. I smile, but they just stare, and I see me.
Okay, so we're checking in at Elizabeth Point Inn in Amelia Island.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Here's what's happening, is we're staying at the Elizabeth Point Inn, and they actually have the main building, which is right in front of me here, which is beautiful. It's a beautiful beach.
Very Cape Cod style.
Cape Cod style. But we're staying right next door, where they say they're even nicer because they have balconies that look out over onto the beach.
So we found our room, and we are staying in the Breezes suite, and it's an oceanfront suite. So let's go take a look at it. Cool. So it looks like we've got a great little sitting area here. So we've got a place where we can relax and actually watch TV right here. Is it no?
Nope, it's not a pull-out sofa, but that's okay.
Oh, so if
We don't
Paul
need
gets
that.
in trouble, he doesn't have a pull-out sofa to sleep on. And nice TV, a little desk, coffee pot in the room, which is really nice. Looks like they've got some games and a couple of leftover books and stuff, which I always like when they leave the leftover books, because you never
That's
know
kinda
what
fun.
people want to see. And then we've got
Oh, there's a in-room safe.
in-room safe. Oh, good.
It's small, but it's a safe.
Yeah, that's great.
Put your cash in.
Perfect. And then
I think these are mechanical rooms.
Yeah, I think so.
So it opens. It's got a little refrigerator.
Oh, nice. And an ice bucket. They said they have ice up at the top, at the...
Oh yes, because remember, we're not in the main building. We're in one of the side cottages.
Right.
So these are much bigger, by the way.
Yeah, much
We're going to
bigger.
try to get in and see one of the other rooms in the main building. But for now, we know that this is just a way bigger cottage,
Yeah.
a way bigger
We
place
got
to
a
stay.
suite. Yep. Okay, so there's his and her closets. You want to open yours up? What do I got in mine?
I don't know what that is, but so you have a closet, not his and hers.
Oh,
So a closet. I'm not sure what that is, but it's locked.
it's a closet.
It looks just like this one, but
Okay, they've given us bathrobes.
and another safe.
And another safe, because we apparently have lots of money
His
we need to
his
hide.
and her safes.
His and her.
So you have his and her safes.
There's a lot of stuff we need to hide. And then why don't we go look in the bathroom?
Well, let's finish in here.
Oh,
Look,
I'm sorry.
the bed, I push it on, now it feels comfortable. The last bed,
Oh.
when we first pushed on it,
Okay.
it felt really comfortable.
Okay, but look at how do they have a step stool? I'm gonna need like a step stool to get
A ladder.
this thing. It's like all the way up to my waist.
But look, here's how you do it, Lisa. Watch. You just gotta jump in.
Okay,
See?
wait.
You gotta jump in.
I think I'm gonna have to climb
You have
on the
the,
bed.
you're the run jump. Run jump. There you go.
It's gonna be really bad.
You can do
Will
it.
you cut it if it's
You
really
can do
bad?
it.
Will you
Come on,
cut
do
if
it.
it's really
Do
bad?
it. Do it. Run,
I
jump.
want your agreement. You're gonna cut it if it's really bad.
Okay, so nobody gets to see this if it's bad.
It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be good. Here we go. Oh, see? This is good. So the tallest bed I believe we have ever stayed in
This is the tallest bed I've ever stayed in.
is
This
right
place-
here.
Okay, this gets awarded the tallest bed we've ever stayed in.
But it's thick
It's literally up
and
to
it's
my-
cushy.
It is cushy.
I think it's gonna be a comfortable bed.
Yeah, I think so too. It actually feels really good. Okay,
So that's
good.
good.
Another chair, side tables.
Yep.
Great.
Lisa did not get her high ceilings. But that's not bad.
No, I knew it wasn't going to have it. I could
Yeah.
tell by the pictures. What I really got this one for was that we had the outdoor patio right here that we could actually sit on and enjoy things on. That's why I got it.
Morning coffee,
Yeah, that, and the
Evening
morning
tea.
sunshine, huh?
evening tea.
Evening tea. No, our wine. We can go grab some wine.
Oh, right.
Okay, good. Can we look in the?
Let's look at the bathroom.
Bathroom.
Okay, so here's the bathroom.
It's actually large.
It's a big bathroom, and it's got a big garden jacuzzi kind of tub. Well, a bubbly tub. I don't know what that is. It's
Yeah,
got
those
bubbles
are-
on the bottom
yeah.
and a little remote thing here to
Those
turn
are
on and
actually
off.
supposed to be good for your circulation. When they do those bubbles like that, it's actually supposed to help the body circulation, by the way.
Oh.
But it's a nice big shower. It's got the bar in case you need to get in because sometimes people have a tough time with that.
Especially
Perfect.
these deep tubs.
I'm definitely using this tonight.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm definitely using this tonight.
That's a great idea.
Good. All right. Let's go check the outdoor side.
Okay. Kind of a nice area. I'd recommend happy hour.
Yeah, we met some really
So-
nice people.
So a tip of the day? Tip of the day is go to places where you can meet people,
Oh,
such as bed and breakfast or small inns, instead of big hotels where you really don't get to see
yeah. You get to know people.
people.
Even
Yeah,
on cruises, people talk to each other.
right. Cruises are a nice place to get to know people, and inns are a nice place to get to know people.
And
B&Bs,
even-
of course.
Where we had dinner last night, we sat at the bar and then got to know all the people that were working there and the family that owned the place. And
Yeah. So the tip is take time to get to know people.
yeah, it makes the trip so much better.
Yep.
So, here on Amelia Island, the restaurant we're eating at tonight is the Beach Street Grill.
Did you look at the
No, I remember. I'm so good. I remember everything. It's like this mind is like a steel trap. I remember everything. So you can't even believe me. So look, Beach Street Grill.
Beach Street Grill?
So far, it looks delicious.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Okay, so You know I love my history. So the Bell House, the place where we're eating at, is known as the Grand Dam of Beach Street and was built by Captain William Bell in 1889 as a wedding gift for his bride. Do you know that a lot of guys gave women houses for a wedding gift?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Why would they do such a thing?
What's up with that?
Why give you a house? How did I give you a house?
Where did that go away?
I don't know.
How'd you get me a house?
Then I've been working very hard to get our house.
So did I. This was a wedding gift. So
Wedding
this
gift.
house was a wedding gift. I think that's a tradition we need to bring back.
That and top hats, by the way.
Okay. So,
And tails. Top hats and tails.
okay, so William had a twin brother and they were both successful river pilots from Scotland. And they came here after the Civil War. That's pretty cool. They invested in real estate, constructing several notable homes, including the Pippi Longstocking house in Old Town. I'm gonna have to find that. I don't know what that is. So anyway, I think that's cool.
That's great.
I like the history.
You and the history.
I want to bring back the wedding.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Thank you. I said I just found out that this house was a wedding gift. I think we need to bring back that tradition. When did we as women stop getting houses for
Houses,
wedding
right?
gifts?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The owner actually, Mr. Saltmarsh, is actually getting married next weekend.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yes. Maybe she'll get one of them.
Yeah.
I got it. And I'll take a picture of this too. But this is
Bone-in pork chop.
a bone-in fried pork chop.
Yeah.
They deep fried that. You can tell. I had to ask her. She didn't say that up front. But with mac and cheese and collard greens. Wait a minute. I thought I was supposed to get. I thought I was getting Brussels sprouts. Collard greens, but I should have got Brussels sprouts. So I might change that because I love Brussels sprouts. So anyways, looks beautiful, looks delicious. Okay, and you?
I got the drunken pear salad and the fried green tomatoes.
By the way, wasn't that supposed to be
Brussels sprouts? Didn't you guys
Collard greens. Macaroni and cheese and collard greens. Do you want a side of Brussels sprouts? We can do those. We have them as an appetizer. You can do that or just a side.
No, I'll go with that. I thought it was Brussels sprouts, but that's okay. We'll make it that. Okay, so today we're for lunch,
For lunch, we're on Center Street, which is the historic downtown area.
and we're gonna eat at the it's a local brewery, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's the Amelia Island Brewing Company, and it's called the Amelia Tavern. And it looks really cool. It looks like they've redone it. Like the windows are new and everything, so it looks like and it was recommended to us by our bed and breakfast.
So let's go have a sandwich, have a local brew,
Yeah, let's do it.
and see what it's like.
Enjoy vacation. Hello.
Good, how are you?
Good. My name's Cody. This
Hi,
is
Cody.
Nicole. We'll both be around.
Okay.
She's training, so we'll both be bouncing around.
Perfect.
What can I start us off with?
Beer.
Yeah.
We're in a brewery.
Yeah.
Do you have any nitros?
I do. So I have a coffee porter on my nitro.
Okay. Coffee house?
Coffee house, correct.
Trying to decide between the chicken salad, the prime rib, one of those two.
So
I know, there's different.
my favorite
Okay.
would be the prime rib.
Would be the prime rib.
Chicken salad sandwich is more popular.
It's more popular. Yeah, but because people don't know how good a good prime rib is, that's why. Okay, I'm gonna do the prime rib.
Yeah, what would you like as your side?
Oh.
Chips, fries, or a house salad? Or you can upgrade it.
Well, the truffle fries, I'll upgrade to those. You can share some if you want. What do you
I might get onion rings, so you share some of
that's
mine
fine.
if you want.
Okay, good. Let's
I'm gonna do
that.
a Reuben.
Reuben, yes, sir.
How are the onion rings? Are they outstanding, amazing, most incredible? Okay, we don't want onion rings.
I was gonna say they're not terrible. They're nothing.
They're not.
Nothing to write home
Yeah.
about.
Nothing special. Okay, good.
No, we appreciate that.
Let's
Yeah,
do.
no.
Brussels sprouts.
Yes, sir. Those are honestly my.
He even said Brussels
Yeah,
sprouts.
he even
what
said
am I
it.
doing?
What are you doing? Okay, perfect.
God.
Thank you.
No problem.
Good. It's a good
Just
thing
being stupid tourists.
It's a good thing you turn your nose up at the onion rings because I wanted Brussels sprouts anyways.
Thank you.
That looks delicious.
Thank you.
Wow,
Wow.
those are quite the fries.
Wow, we should have split. I forgot about splitting meals.
Holy moly.
Eric,
We totally should have split
yeah,
it.
we should have split a meal.
Oh. Just forget about that.
Okay.
I would have eaten half of yours. So I have a travel tip for you. So when eating lunch or even breakfast, because dinner you kind of want your own dinner kind of a thing, but for breakfast and or lunch, try splitting a meal instead of buying 2 meals and overeating 3 times a day. It's a good idea to eat a lighter lunch or a lighter breakfast and split a meal, and you get some really good and not eat as much as you normally would. Okay, so tonight we're gonna check out the oldest bar, or the oldest operating bar in the U.S. called the Palace Saloon,
Yeah.
which is right behind us.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit more about it when we get inside.
Yeah. So we're inside the Palace Saloon, and this saloon was actually designed by Bush, like Anheuser-Busch, one of the original Bushes, and he actually designed this bar for them. And it was,
Well, it's also the oldest bar in the U.S.
yeah.
And what else?
Oh, and it was the first place that served Coca-Cola when Coca-Cola actually still contained cocaine. That's why it was called Coke.
Okay, so today we're gonna try tamotis for lunch. Kind of a seafood shack, they call it. So it looks like you order your food and go sit down. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And fish baskets from oysters.
I don't know which one to have.
Okay, so tonight we're gonna eat at
The patio.
the patio at 5th and Ash.
Yeah, what a cool place this looks like. It's gotten great reviews. It's been recommended by 2 different places we've stayed at. So let's go check it out.
Right. One thing to do when you're in this area in Amelia Island is always make a reservation. Some of these places, the reservation, you have to make reservations months in advance. So interestingly enough, this place, so that's one of the reasons we're sitting at the bar. Okay, so what we decided to try, because by the way, this is kind of funny.
Light meal.
Light meal, because we violated tip number 3. I don't know what tip it was. Of ordering 1 dish for 2 for lunch. We ordered 2, and now we're so full that we're going in for a light dinner. And you can see this is our light dinner.
Now we'll have a charcuterie board and it's huge.
Yeah.
Right, son?
No.
No. So we thought we'd have a
Charcuterie.
charcuterie board and have a light meal, and it's ginormous.
It's charcuterie for tutory.
It looks delicious.
But now it's charcuterie for fortery, I think. I think it's a lot. That's a lot of food.